was doing fine. He got like a 20-ish minute mock or something. And they ran the same lineup, or like the same core, with both Soul Reaper and Draconis. And they ran the Draconis in the jungle.
So
Would you...
Instead of a Soul Stealer, they had a CD, right? Something like that. Last game.
Yeah. They had a Soul... Corrupted Disciple in the short lane, yeah.
Yeah, Corrupted Disciple.
It seems like this might be a tri-lane, the way that they're moving right now.
Yeah, and Kayn on the tri-lane is really strong.
Yeah. Especially, I like it with Lunar, because Lunar can just snipe. Like, use mana. And they can, like, keep the Kayn on the aggressive stance to basically give free mana back to Luna. And even Vindicator can kind of do the same thing with his Q. But let's assume for now that's they're going to lane as they are standing. So, tri-lane in the top lane, Deathwood middle, Soul Stealer solo short lane.
So, are they leaving the bottom lane empty?
I think Lodestone is going to rotate there, but for now, I think they want to protect the jungle.
Okay.
But let's assume that this is the way that they're laning. How would you respond as the Hellborn side? Because you don't really want a Soul Stealer solo bottom, right?
I mean, you don't want to, but putting Lodestone there, it's not gonna change much, though. I don't think he can do much against Soul Stealer. I mean, he can deny, sure. Like, he can put pressure early on and deny.
Wouldn't you just, like, want to rotate Draconis to the bottom lane?
Actually, yeah. Actually, maybe Draconis Lodestone against Soul Stealer. Like, you just lane Draconis and you playing, like, position for Lodestone. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that would be the ideal way to do this, but
for sure.
I don't think they're expecting this tri-lane here, because even Lodestone smoked in the bottom lane. He is going to pull here. And actually, little Soul Reaper in the top lane is actually going to be a lot of trouble. He got hooked in by the Kayn, but the Vindicator book not quite in time there. We see the Vindicator porting to the bottom lane. So that means that it's going to be a dual lane in the top lane for now, but let's be fair, Kayn plus Luna don't need the Vindicator to contest that lane. And oh, look at this, Lodestone pulls the creeps into the jungle. Yeah. And is farming a medium camp here with it.
That's funny that Vendi TP'd because Soul Stealer is actually left alone and he's not in danger, right? And still he chose to TP instead of sticking on the tri-lane to hard-win the lane top.
Yeah, but...
I think that's to pull on to get XP for himself.
Yeah, I think that's indeed more for like selfish reasons than anything else, because they... maybe they were afraid that the Lodestone was like top lane and there to like give an advantage to the Hellborn side. Because they have the small camp pool open. And the medium camp pool is blocked by the Hellborn side. Which means that Vindicator staying there is not really achieving much, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And Lodestone did manage to farm like both the hard camp and the medium camp with that wave. And it's just kind of chilling around, but meanwhile, the Soul Stealer managed to triple stack the hard camp, or sort of the medium camp there. Which means that Soul Stealer is going to start taking off real soon. And even the Vindicator can pull this and just get a lot there. So I like the idea of this pull, but unless you have someone that can actually apply pressure to the Soul Stealer, this is kind of awkward still.
I mean, yeah, he could have just take the 1v1 fight and try to deny early on, as Soul Stealer early on he doesn't have a lot of damage, but they were not expecting that, like Soul Stealer solo, I don't know.
No. And yeah, as we see right now, Soul Stealer is applying a lot of pressure with those hands, and the Lodestone can't really do much. It's expected.
Oh, Draconis, there we go.
Soul Reaper is... Oh, Draconis is flying in, yeah, but they can't really do much. Lodestone was too low there to really go in.
Yeah, he missed a stun, so...
Oh, he missed a stun? Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's awkward. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Magmas is another hero we don't see that much these days. At least not in a position 2 scenario where he is right now.
Yep, for sure.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's Magmas, still a good hero, but you tend to don't scale that much on this hero. I think you can scale that much, but you want to be always ready for fight and stuff, so you're not really AFK farming on your lane.
Yeah.
So that's a good hero for sure, but I don't know about position 2. I'm not sure.
Because, yeah, the only way we see Maximus being played is position 4, right? As a roamer.
Yeah.
And
But they have Draconis and Soul Reaper, so it's just like he's not gonna soak farm. It's just like he's running 2 cross lineup.
yeah. Actually, Draconis is dangerously low here. He's going to try and stack, which he should be able to. But the Rhapsody might be in a little bit of trouble here, because Luna is chasing him. Kayn is not in position, but the Deadwood's rotating over, and Deadwood's not really gonna get much done here. Maximus picks up an Invis rune. I don't think he's gonna be able to do much with that. But I think he's doing fine in mid lane. He's actually contesting the Deadwood by quite a bit. But once the Maximus hits once Deadwood hits level 6, I don't think there's any chance for Maximus to survive that, right?
No, that's a dead Magnus, yeah. Okay.
While the other way around, the Maximus ultimate is just a bit too awkward.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to...
So, like, the Maximus ultimate, it's great in theory, but unless you have something like a staff effect where the Maximus ultimate would go through Shrunken, but like a superior magic damage or something, there's just nothing you really want to buy in a Maximus. Oh, actually, in the top lane, Dracon is going in with the ultimate here on the Kayn and the Luna. The Soul Reaper is chasing him down, but they're taking a lot of tower damage, and this means that there's actually going a lot of damage out, but it doesn't matter because the Rhapsody and the Soul Reaper have enough heal there for the damage. And it means that the Luna's going down, but in the mid lane, meanwhile, Deadwood did the Falcon Punch.
As soon as
he even already had the Refor down.
Yeah. Down 6, and that's a dead Magnus.
Like, let's say you buy like an what is it called? The ring.
Ah, the Ring of the Teacher?
No, the component ring. The 2 armor thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say you buy that. Do you think you can survive it? That would ultimate then?
I'm not sure.
800 HP, 3 armor, so that would be 5 armor. I think you still die most of the times.
Yeah, I think you should die.
Just like not quite enough HP. Because I think Deadwood has, of course, like Deadwood got a big buff in the last patch. Or like the patch before that, I don't know which one.
Yeah.
But
Deadwood is really good.
In the same sense, armor items also got a big buff. With Ring of the Teacher being stronger, the Sinners being introduced, Abyssal being introduced, or like being buffed. And Magma's actually rotating top lane. They're ready here for the Kayn. The Kayn is in a very defensive position, so he might be fine here. The Luna has a stun up still. Luna's waiting with the stun very patiently. He's stunning the Soul Reaper and the Rhapsody there. They want to chase down this target here. Magmus is going to chase the Kayn. He's not going to be able to reach. Soul Reaper's actually going very low, and I think they're just going to go for the Luna as an consolidation prize. So I want to say.
Man, and no TP actually. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because
so
I feel
Soul
like...
Reaper did not have TP ready.
Nice dive.
Oh wow, that's the Kayn also dying. I didn't actually catch that. And there was a TP there from, I'm assuming, Deadwood. But he cancelled that.
He cancelled it, yeah.
So... Oh, Lodestone actually taking a lot of damage here. He's gotta be fine. That's like the power of Lodestone, right? Where he can just tank so much aggression in the early game. Because most other heroes would just kind of die from like that much aggression. Or have to buy like a lot of region, but Lodestone is one of the few heroes that doesn't really need that much because of his E.
I think the game before it crashed, Draconis went Red Boot Smoke, right?
Yeah, he did actually. And it might be a similar story, yeah.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna do the same. But that's actually super greedy.
Yeah, so... Last game, when they were playing against Corrupted Disciple, I was of the opinion, like, oh, actually, Mac was taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane. He went for the rune, he got the rune, but it wasn't enough. The Deadwood Root locked him down, and the rotation from Soul Stealer and Vindicator secured kill there. Now, we do see the bottom tower actually being in deny range, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to deny it. Oh, but here comes Draconis. They may be able to get something done if there is no...
They want to deny it.
Yeah. So... Lodestone is level 7 now. Which means that he's dangerous. Because Lodestone level 7 has like 800, 900 true damage burst.
Yeah.
And also, something I noticed last game. The Ancients are already triple stacked here. Or they're gonna be triple stacked right now. Oh wow,
Yeah,
Lodestone, look at this. He's getting so much vision in the enemy jungle here. And the entire enemy jungle is triple stacked.
Oh yeah, wow.
And the Draconis has a smoke, but he needs to be going fast. Although, wait, Soulstealer has no mana.
Yeah, I think the smoke that was his plan actually, you're right.
I think the Lodestone might be able to get a kill here. Yeah, that comes the ultimate. And... Oh, he misses the stun! Oh no! Oh no, that's rough. Okay, but here comes the Magnus though. The Vindicator ultimate's already used. Lodestone bash right on top. The Soulstealer goes down. Here comes Deadwood though. And the Lunar and the Kane. The entire Legion side is actually rotating over. Lodestone goes down in the background. The Magnus now also... The Kanes had faced me, and he actually does get the 5 stacks from that. So that's nice.
Yeah, just at the end.
3 stacks for me, baby. No, yeah. But the Soulstealer had no mana there. So otherwise, like, Soulstealer would just be able to, you know, 1, 2, 3, snipe the wave, or the stacks there. But you had to wait for the mana potions. It was a bit awkward. Which you kind of do need to get, like, a mana item on Soulstealer, right?
Yeah, I think like Chalice is always good.
I like
he's got
in general.
Bottles, but
you have so much intelligence on the hero. Yeah, 2 intelligence per level. It's quite good, I'd say.
Man, the Draconis is playing super active, even though he's got no items. The guy is rushing Moke and he's playing like he's going early items. That's funny.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you say that actually, because it's definitely true. I think they see the Soulstealer farming, so they want to make something happen, and they do indeed get like a kill on the Luna here. But I would say, because you're not the only soaker in this game, you have both Draconis and the Soul Reaper, of course. Yeah. So I will say like Mok is not that high priority this game for me. But because, like, if you have any stacks, the Soul Reaper can just easily take it as well.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's
I'd like the Dreamcatcher into the Mok if I were in charge of, you know, Hellborn team.
Yeah. Dreamcatcher is always good and you put a ton of pressure with it, especially as Draconis.
Yeah. Because of course, for the ones that the not knowers, the ultimate from the Draconis makes them take more damage from dot damage. And oh, that's actually that Magnus. The Lodestone wants to go in here, but he hits the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough, because here comes the Deadwood Punch right in the face. And that means that is 2 people going down from the Hellborn side. The Kane rotating over into the enemy jungle. The Lunar tier side is definitely playing the aggressors here.
Yep.
Do you think that Hellborn has a better late game here?
Nope.
Why?
I mean,
it's like just like we're back in school. Like, explain your answer.
They have a Kane, which is really good against any like position 1 hero, since you can just target him and he's most likely going to die. Ooh. And they have a Vendi. Vendi can be so annoying.
Yeah.
To the late game stage.
By the way, look at this. The Luna on versus Draconis. Luna with the Invis there.
Yeah.
He actually saw Draconis there.
Yeah.
A Vindicator rotating over with a smoke. Draconis may have seen him pick up the Invis rune there, because they have a ward. So I think they know something is up there.
Yeah, Kane is in a bad position.
Oh wow, Kane is also very, so I don't know if they saw the Magnus smoke, but there's a very good, like, this is also something that is like a lot less noticeable, but very impactful. It's like good map or game awareness, or map awareness, however you want to call it. It's something that I always praise you for whenever you're playing, because like it's easy to see like where the ganks are happening from like a caster's point of view. But knowing when to play safe, when to play aggressive. Oh, actually, Soul Reaper going in here from the side. Kayn, and they're splitting the team up, actually. This is very good from the Hellborn side. That's Luna, and the Soulstealer are being stunned here. Rhapsody ultimate saving the Draconis from the Kayn damage. But here comes the Deadwood with the punch right in the face of this the Draconis going down. Now it's just Magmus and the Soul Reaper against Deadwood and the Vindicator. Vindicator putting down the Glyph of Silence. But that means that they're not going to be getting much done. Maybe Magmus rotating or running over there. He's getting the stun on the Vindicators. No mana on the Soul Reaper. But I don't think the Soul Reaper needs any mana to finish off that guy there. That wants to do something with the Aluna, who actually spawned and teleported to the bottom lane, rotating over. But no, it's not enough. In the end, like, the mana was just not quite enough there for the Deadwoods to really get something done there.
That was a really good fight from
Yes. It was like they managed to split up the enemy team. Because the Soul Reaper and the Aluna were on the uphill, the left side.
Yeah.
And the Kayn and the... I'm guessing it was Vindicator were on the right side. And at that point... it just becomes so awkward. And as you said, like with the Rhapsody, managed to completely stall any damage from the Kayn ultimate there.
And you have to keep in mind they're literally fighting with Draconis with no items.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
right now the guy is like he's having nothing.
Exactly. Like the difference between finishing the mock and just having Sword of the High is massive.
Yeah.
It's basically like you just have 4k gold in the stash.
Yeah, it's literally just auto attack damage. It does.
Yeah, you don't have any auto attack speed at this point.
Yep.
So it's a bit awkward. And that's why I don't necessarily like it that much. Also because you don't really need mock to farm Draconis, right?
I mean, yeah, you do.
Wait, okay, to farm stacks, you don't need mock, right? Or do you?
To farm stacks? No, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Kayn ultimating an illusion there. There is a triple stack for Draconis. No, but that's what I mean. Like there.
Ah, you meant if you have to get mock to farm stacks?
Yeah. Oh, actually, Deadwood getting punched. Sent straight back to the well by the Deadwood there. Deadwood finishing his PK, now making use of it. No, but that's what I meant, right? You don't need the mock on Draconis to farm stacks. Unlike something like, I don't know, what's the other one's mock? Like if you play a Sand Raid or something.
Yeah, that's not the same. And to be honest, you can even skip mock on Draconis and still farm like a lot. You don't even need
because
mock.
the Soulstealer actually ultimating Ancients, the triple stack here. They just want to do it quickly, which makes sense because it's not like lifesteal or anything like that in Soulstealer. And Soulstealer actually going straight for... Oh, Magmus stunning in on the Magmus there. There is a cancel from the Deadwood. The Kayn is going very low though. Now Draconis does have his mock up and there's no punch on the Deadwood, but it doesn't really matter. There's so much damage coming out. Rhapsody ultimate saving the Draconis for a little bit, but the Soulstealer with a Shrunken now actually managing to stall them so much. Soulstealer is going quite low though. Here comes Magmus with a haste rune. The Soulstealer is actually going down by the passive damage there. Soul Reaper in the backline also killing on the Vindicator. But now the Magmus taking a lot of damage from Deadwood and the Luna. The Aldo attacks going in super hard. Soulstealer picking up a hat trick there. And he puts the Dreamcatcher on the Deadwood. Just to add injury to the insult. Or insult to the injury, I should say.
Man, I have no clue how these fights are going so well for Noah. Even though the lead is not, they're not closing the gap, but they're still managing to win the fight, kinda. But
yeah,
not so bad every time for them.
Well, Kayn was very low because they managed to stall the initiation. Oh, Deadwood. Deadwood is smelling blood. He's smelling a tasty lodestone and he wants more. Lodestone, are you really going for that rune?
He could have.
That is ballsy, I will say.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Soulstealer picking up a Void Talisman, which is really good against the enemy team. Although I do have to say... Sorry?
You mean Soul Reaper, right? Because you said Soulstealer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean Soul Reaper.
You have the both Soul Stealer and Soul Reaper in game, so...
Yeah, I'm mixing them up. Bloody hell, man. These guys, they're picking it just to annoy me. I know it. No, but the Soul Reaper picked up the Void Talisman, which is really good for him because it saves him from the Deadwoods and from the King to some extent.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And there is a lot of physical damage on the Legion team. Oh, Magma's running into the Deadwood there. And that means that is a dead pile of Magma. Soul Reaper in a bad position here. The Draconis is flying in. That's an ultimate start on the Kane. Kane is now taking a lot of damage. He pops the Barb, but it's not going to be enough to save him. I think he's going to die from the Dreamcatcher dots. No, he's going to live. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, the W from Kane is so powerful. Like right now, his W is giving him 35 HP region.
Yeah,
it's so good. Not many people don't make enough use of it. Because like the swapping of it is so easy. It takes like no mana at all.
Yeah.
But it's something that it's easy to forget about, I will admit. Anyway, what do you think the Soul Reaper is going to get here? Because I just saw him picked up a Blast Orb.
I think that's Grimoire, no?
Nullstone?
But what? I mean, I'd say Grimoire, but do you go Blast Orb first if you're getting
wait.
Grimoire? Oh,
they're running into the
flash.
Soul Reaper here, and that's an ultimate from Kane on these. And yeah, they just got blown up.
Yeah.
They got absolutely blown up. Yeah, the Rhapsody tried to ultimate there and got in position to ultimate, but even before the ultimate went off, the Vindicator just popped his ultimate and prevent any kind of response. And I think Kane is especially good against those kinds of heroes that don't really rely on their auto attacks. Because let's say you're using it on a Moon Queen or something. Moon Queen is still pounding an auto attack, still doing damage. Soul Reaper is literally doing nothing if you ultimate him.
Yeah.
Although on the other hand, you can of course argue, well, Moon Queen would just kill himself on the blocked armor.
I mean, yeah, it's good against any position when you it does so much. You control the guy like for like 5 seconds, so it's huge.
I think something like a Pearl works really well against it, because you can just position the bubble like at the edge there.
Yeah.
But even then, if you're playing against a Vindicator and a Kane, it's still difficult.
Yep.
Have you seen them pick up like these two heroes in combination a lot?
I think they did it against us. Not this tournament, but in a scrim, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they like to play this. But usually Kane is banned, so that's maybe why we don't see it often.
Yeah. I do say that like not a lot of teams properly make use of him.
Yeah, because yeah, their coordination, as we said before, it's perfect. So
yeah, Kane is like a hero. Whenever you ultimate, you are forced to commit.
Yeah.
So your team needs to be on the same, on the same page as you. That can of course like still be kind of awkward every now and then. Draconis really wants to keep farming Ancients, but the Legion side has done very well to keep controlling the Ancients. Right here he stacked it, but the entire Legion side is actually smoked here. I do see the rotation of the Luna and the Soul Reaper here with the wards near the river. And actually they're going for Conqueror. Speaking of taking Conquerors, do you know where I'm going with this?
Yep, will someone die to it? We'll see. Oh, there is a fight.
Actually, okay, they're going in. Their Conqueror is quite low. Draconis is going in very aggressively, but Draconis is going so low! And the ultimate from the Soul Stealer just nuked the Conqueror there. The Soul Stealer is trying to pick up token, but is not actually going to find... Oh, is he... No, actually, he didn't find token. Token was underneath the volcano!
Oh my god, I didn't even notice.
Oh my god, I was like, he's looking for the token, but I can't find it. I couldn't find it either, but this was under the volcano. And the Luna is trying to run now. The Magmus does not have a lot of mana left. Enough mana for one stun now, though. Oh, and that's a blink on the Luna, which means, oh, it's not gonna be fine.
Try.
Oh, that was actually a really good try. If he managed to bait out the Magmus stun there, he would have been fine. But yeah, the token was like right underneath the volcano.
Damn, yeah. That's a good volcano placement. That's probably why he placed it there, by the way.
I don't know if that was the intention, because I'm not even sure that, like, I wouldn't know if the token could spawn underneath the volcano. Because usually if you have like a structure like an Oaks and Magmus...
Oh my god. Yeah, it would hero, right?
I mean, let's be fair, Magmus has 5 armor. Right?
Yeah, at this point I think he also need a Void, to be honest.
Well, I would have said, like, go for armor boots. Oh, Draconis is being ran down by the Kane, but it's not going to be found.
And the Barbed of the Draconis did a lot because he flew on top of Soulsealer who used ultimate. And I think
Yeah.
he put Soulsealer to mid HP instantly.
Yeah, and it did do a lot indeed there, but on the other hand, we have to say, yes, the Hellborn side got the token, but the Legion side still got 2 Conqueror kills. And
Yeah,
that is like
yeah.
plus 200 max HP for the entire team.
Yep. And I'm not sure they're gonna use the token. They can't really...
It's difficult, right? Because
Yeah.
the Hellborn side is a lot more difficult to force fights. Like the Legion side has better engagements.
Soulsealer is dying every single fight, unlike like Soul Reaper. He's still ahead by a lot in GPM, but he's actually dying every single fight.
Yeah, that's true. Because the Soul Stealer was like 650 GPM, while the Soul Reaper was 500 or 400 GPM. But now it's 500 already.
Yeah, he's closing the gap.
Yeah, and he did actually go for a nullstone. So I think that makes sense, because it's... Like, the Kane cannot solo ultimate you anymore. I would like for Kane to go for the Sinners, because it is just such a good anti-nullstone item always. And of course, like, the armor and whatnot is always good.
Yeah, next to the Aura in general, that's a good item for sure.
We already see like a tablet on the Vindicator. And furthermore, I think Soul Stealer also wants to go Sinners sometimes. Although, I saw like Sinners being picked up on like every carry last tournament. With like the Forsaken Archer, the Moon Queen, that kind of carry just picked it up automatically. But the games that you were playing, I saw like 1 Sinners being picked up by, I think, by what you got playing Engineer. And that was about it. On the other teams, the Noah's Ark team, I don't think they picked Sinners up a single time though.
No,
Lodestone actually finding this Soul Stealer, but it's not going in. Kane also choosing not to ultimate, which is probably the right call. Actually, that's a DD Soul Stealer. That's an ultimate from the Kane on the Magmus. Magmus going down very fast now. Lodestone actually hitting the ultimate on the Soul Stealer. Soul Stealer is actually, wait, did he dodge it? He may, no, he did actually get hit by it. Draconis going in with the haste, being chased by Deadwood. Deadwood is smelling blood here, but the haste is actually saving him for now. Soul Stealer, and Soul Reaper being chased down by the Lunar and the Vindicator, the 2 supports here. But Soul Stealer is actually coming over. Their ultimate is used. Wait, they're trying to kite each other. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the Draconis porting out. The Rhapsody is running for his life. He's trying to hide. He's not very successful at hiding. And he's going to fall. Man, that was so awkward.
Man, that was so funny, Draconis and the Deadwood, man.
Yeah, just like the Deadwood, just basically with haste speed running after this Draconis, who just had an actual haste and was just running for his life.
I mean, he forces Draconis out of the fight, so that was actually good.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you can also argue that Draconis forced the Deadwood out of the fight. But
yeah, but it's not the same impact, I think, on the team fight.
True, because the Draconis does a lot of AoE damage.
Yeah.
And it's basically like their only source of AoE damage, I think. I mean, Magmus ultimate, but Magmus is a creep at this point. He got Kane ultimated and melted in like 5 seconds. Because I think this game is a good example of why we don't see Magmus picked as a core, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the guy is sitting on 200 GPM, 1-8. It's just a stun, basically. So he's doing the same when he's post 5 or post 4, like it's the same.
And this, I think this is a little bit due to his items. Like basically no armor item at all doesn't make it easier. But on the other hand, you could argue, well, if he had like armor boots, Would he survive a Kane ultimate?
No, yeah, no, for sure.
Probably not. Oh, Soul Stealer actually going in here on the Soul Reaper. It's very aggressive. Soul Stealer ultimate. No, it's being cancelled by the Rhapsody. Oh, the Kane the Vindicator ultimate is a little bit too late, but Draconis actually went in and Draconis got punched. Back to the last game. Draconis. I feel like if Draconis spawns and like the damage from the Deadwood ultimate would still count, he would instantly die again. Actually, they're going in on the Soul Stealer. There's a loads of ultimate on the Soul Stealer. It's not going to be enough. The Soul Reaper actually got silenced by the Vindicator. Soul Stealer not actually able to get much done. He didn't have mana for his ultimate, and that means that the Soul Reaper is also going to fall. Guys, if I'm mixing up those two, give me a break.
Soul Reaper, Soul Stealer.
Yeah, man. Just gonna say Hellborn carry or Legion carry. Maybe that works. No, but that was
a good try. The play was a good try because they don't have buybacks anyway, so they knew it was Rax, so they tried to defend it earlier, but...
Yeah. Do you think, like, if the Hellborn side went for different items? Because they don't try to contest the physical damage at all. With, like, armor items or something like that.
Yeah, maybe...
Would that help?
Draconis could have gone for that, and actually the Soul Reaper could have gone for, like...
Gnomes?
Yeah, maybe Gnomes, or even the Moke even, like, if they wanted Moke on someone.
True. Yeah, then like maybe something like Frostwolf was demonic on the dragon.
Yeah.
Because the Soul Reaper currently has the Void to protect himself. And he actually did go for Firebrand, interesting enough. Also, noticed Vindicator picking up the Sinners.
I have no idea why he's going Firebrand. It's maybe to get a Geo to remove Endy. So since Millstone is getting, I don't know.
I mean, if you have... No, it doesn't even make sense that way. Yeah, I would say like Shrunken makes a little bit of sense to get rid of the silence.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But you saw, like, I've seen the Draconis like fly in a couple of times. And just instantly melt to like an ultimate. And if I'm looking at the items on the Hellborn side, there's not even Ring of the Teacher. Like, just a Ring of the Teacher is like 500 gold and gives 1 AoE armor. That's...
Yeah.
It's something that you should be picking up here.
Yeah,
right?
Well, at this stage it doesn't change anything, but...
Well, it doesn't change anything, but it also doesn't cost anything. Yes, 1 armor is not likely going to change anything, but like in the earlier team fights, when there's a lot of physical damage coming out from the Hellborn, from Legion side here, having that early armor helps you a lot.
I mean, yeah, early that's a good build-up, yeah, that's for sure.
And at this point, it could have been a Sinners or something. Actually, yeah, that's a big smoke. That would end the entire... Oh my god, I think they see each other. I think they knew there was something that loads up instantly gets melted. The Soul Stealers take a lot of damage here. Draconis is getting Kane ultimate, I believe, and they're all going to melt. That is just a huge team fight from the Legion side.
Wow.
Vindicator finishing a staff, by the way. I don't even think we mentioned that. Yeah. Vindicator has 21 charges. He was hitting like a truck, dude.
Man, they just